we go. Ah. That's it. Hey, good morning, friends. Whew. It is, I've got the date right today. It's April 22nd, right? And it's a Wednesday, in case we all forget. Although you're watching it on video, so it could be any day for you. We're going to do a little more of a chill practice today. Kind of just going, I have a friend who teaches on the beach in Wellfleet, my friend Della, in case you're watching. And she has a great line, which I've stolen or borrowed many times. And she says, if you want to work out, go to the gym. And if you want to work in, come to the class. Come to my class. So today we're going to do a little more of a work in. Working of the hips and the lower back. So since we're standing, let's just start standing just to warm up a little bit. But we're going to do mostly working on the ground today. So open up your arms and do a little, push your shoulder blades together. Reach up for the sky or your ceiling. Do a little back bend and tighten up your quads so that your feet are equally balanced, and then bring your hands together at your heart and take a couple breaths here. Pushing your thumbs up into your chest and lift. And just take a moment to check in with your heart. Check in with your body. How balanced do you feel? Forward, back, top to bottom, left to right. Check in with your mind. See if there's any cobwebs in there you need to let go of. And see if during this practice, each inhale can be an inspiration. And each exhale be a exhalation or letting go. Get inspired with each breath in. And let everything go that no longer serves you with each exhale. See if you can do that as you go through your practice and breathing and being present in this moment with movement. All right, arms out to the side. Come halfway down. And then all the way down as you exhale. Hold your calves, look up, inhale. All the way down, exhale. Bend your knees, push the air away, push all the way up, do a little back bend. Back to your heart, take a breath. Just waking up this morning, halfway down. Let's get the hips involved. So you're halfway down, push your sits bones away, just bend your left knee and hold that for a breath. And then the other side. Just notice what's going on in your hips and your hamstrings. And then come all the way down. Do a little roll with your shoulders. Move them ants away. Clasp your hands behind you and bring your arms over your head. Whew. For 2 more breaths. Then bend your knees, keep your hands behind you. Push your heart up as you tuck your tailbone. Straighten your legs, keep your hands clasped, drop your hands down towards your legs, tuck your chin and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And as you exhale, drop it a little deeper. Woo. Come back to center and drop the other way. See how much you can push your shoulder blades together and pull your arms down as if you're holding a heavy rock or something in your hands, right? In your palms. All right, come back to center. Do a little roll with those shoulders. And we're going to go on to all fours. Look away. Here, I'll go this way so you can see me. And yes, I do have a lot of ants here today. All right. So, come on to all fours. I'll go opposite. Make sure you can see me there. Whew. And we'll start with a little cat-cow, so breathe in and arch your back. Look up, round and tuck. Think about your spine breathing. and going through its full range of motion. Then look forward. Bring your left leg back behind you. I'm going to go this way because I'm getting full of ants here. All right. Your left leg back. There we go. Push your elbows into your body as you lift your leg. Just hold it there so that you're engaging. Now your leg is nice and straight to start. Take another breath. And as you exhale, knee towards your forehead. And inhale, lift. Now bring your left arm forward. What side did I say? You're in your left. Yes, your right arm forward. Hold it for 3. Just to get a little balance. Look at something stationary in front of you. One more breath. All right, bring your right hand down and keep that left knee bent. Ground your left hand and look behind you. See if you can grab your foot with your hand. Now, if you can't do that, you can just lift that leg up with your knee bent because you're going to get the same stretch on the inside of your hip. Right, so it looks like this. Pushing your foot against your hand, hand against your foot. Take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. Straighten that leg. Push your elbows into your body. Keep that leg straight and start to drop your forehead down toward the ground. And if you need to go all the way and lift that leg up and take 3 breaths. Good. 1 more. And straighten your arms. Come all the way down. Do a nice big circle on your lower back. Waking up that lower back, right? Fix your hat. Move your hands right underneath your shoulders and bring your right leg back and lift it up. Push your shoulder blades together. Tighten up your butt muscles and flex your foot so you're really feeling that in your lower back. And as you exhale, bring your knee towards your forehead. And as you inhale up, and then bend, and then straight and left hand forward, and 3 breaths. One more breath. Oh, nice. Drop your hand down, bend your knee. So it looks like this, right? This is option 1, just lift your knee with your foot flexed. And option 2, ground that right hand and grab with your left and look over your shoulder. 3 more breaths. Good, 1 more. And straighten your leg. Keep your foot flexed. Push your elbows in and drop your forehead down toward the ground as you lift your leg up. Good. Straighten your arms, come all the way down. And then do a little wag your tail, looking over one shoulder and then the other. Bring your fingers out in front of you and drop your forehead down. All right, come back to all 4s. I'm going to go this way. I am in a nest of ants here. All right, hopefully you can see me. All right, bring your right leg back and lift it, and then bring it over to the side with your toes facing forward and come all the way up. All right, bring your arms up. Remember, so you're over to the side with your toes facing forward. Your toes facing forward. Good, reach for the sky. And then drop your right hand down as you lean over. And now take a big breath into the whole left side of your ribcage. And as you exhale, drop down a little deeper. Good, take another breath. Bring both hands in front of you. Take your left hand down and take your right hand to your sacrum and then up to the sky. Little twist for your lower back. Good, try the other side. So take your right hand down, bring your left hand onto your sacrum and look over your shoulder. You got like a nice gentle twist in your lower back there, right? All right, both hands down, come all the way back up. Get the sand off your hands. Take your left hand onto the side So your hand is on the same plane as your knee, right? And then you're going to lift that leg up. So your right, my left. And straighten out your arm and leg. Good. See if you can get your leg in the same plane as your hip. Good. Look up at the sky. Look up at your thumb. Take another breath. Bend that knee. We're going to get the same stretch we did before. Hold your foot and push your foot against your hand, hand against your foot. See if you can create a little space between your calf and your hamstring. All right, back to straight. Reach for the sky, reach for the away from you, and then come all the way down. And this time, clasp your hands together above your head. And lean to your right and look up. Big breath into that whole left side of your ribcage. All right, drop down, back to all fours. A little cat-cow here. Breathe in and arch. Strangle yourself with your hat. Round and tuck. Breathe in, arch. Round and tuck. All right, come all the way up. Do it differently this time. Bring your left leg out to the side. Go. Reach for the sky. So you've got your foot, your toes are facing forward. You're doing my right, your left. Good, reach up. Drop your left hand down to the side and lean over. And take a big breath into the whole right side of your ribcage. And as you exhale, drop down a little deeper. So you're feeling a nice side body stretch. Good, drop your hands out in front of you. What was I doing? Oh yeah, okay. And take your left hand down and right hand onto your sacrum. Right hand down, left hand onto your sacrum. Sorry, I screwed up, okay? And your hand's right in front of your thigh, or your knee. And then bring your left arm up. Nice. And then your left hand down, right arm comes onto your sacrum. It's a little hard to get that one up, so I just push into your sacrum, push into the ground. You should feel a nice stretch on the inside of your thigh and your lower back. Good, come all the way up. And drop your right hand onto the side. So it's on the same plane as your knee. Right butt over to the side, maybe about a foot over. Good, have your fingers facing forward. And then lift up that leg. And then reach for the sky. Yeah, and if it's hard on your wrist, you can use a fist. Now bend your knee, grab your foot, and push your foot against your hand, hand against your foot as you look over your shoulder. Oh yeah, open it up. Take another breath. Straighten and reach. All the way down. Clasp your hands together. Reach for the sky. And then lean over to your left. And if you want to just open up your heart a little bit up to the ceiling, sky, take another breath. Bring your hands to your heart. Bring your hands and knees together. And one last cat-cow. Breathe in and arch. Round and tuck. Try it again. Round and tuck. And then come onto your forearms. Oh, it's Messy and Andy here today. All right, so you're gonna come onto your forearms and look at your thumbs. Clasp your hands together. Make sure your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees back a little further. And do a cat-cow here. So breathe in and arch, look up. And then round and tuck. Just a little different than being on your arms. Breathe in, arch. Round and tuck. Try it one more time. And bring your feet back behind you. So we're going to go into a plank, and if that's hard for you today, just keep your knees down. So remember, you want your back like a plank board, looking at your thumbs, and let's take 5 breaths. And if that's too hard, just bring your knees down. Good, one more breath. Widen your feet as wide as the mat. Bring your knees down if you need to. Your body wants to be a plank board. Your arms are facing forward. You're looking at your thumbs. You're clasping your hands together, right, like in a prayer position. And your back is flat. 3 more breaths. Good, one more. Good job. All right, come onto your knees and go into a child's pose. Oh. See how wide you can get your knees and tuck your tailbone. And then both hands over to your left, your right, I'm sorry. Go to your right. Forearm pushes down, reach with your left. See if you can get your left hand just above your right, so you stretch out that shoulder. Drop your forehead down. And then swing the other way. So you're getting your hip and your shoulders. Left forearm down, reach with your right. Pull your right hip back. Alright, come back and we're going to roll onto your backs. Can't see you. There you are. Hi everybody. So if you're at the beach like we are, get the sand off you, or the ants away, which is almost impossible today. All right, so we're gonna do a little lower back and hip work. It's nice and easy for you today, sort of easy. So if you have a strap, I'm gonna grab mine, I forgot it. Grab your strap, here we go. I'm going to use that today. If you don't have a strap, then everybody here does. Then you can grab a big sock, or you can have a scarf, whatever you need. Okay, so everybody good. Come on to your backs. Hold your knees for a minute and just bring them up to your chest and your head forward. And then drop down as you exhale. And then squeeze together as you inhale. Drop down as you exhale. Try it one more time. Squeeze everything together. Head forward, touching your knees. And then come all the way down. Hands behind your head. And as you inhale, you're going to arch your back a little bit. And exhale, come into a crunch with your elbows out to the side, tailbone up. So we're gonna do like 5 crunches here. If you wanna make it harder, bring your knees up and together, you decide. Breathe in, come down, arch your back. Breathe out, come forward, or feet on the floor. And nice long breaths. Breathe in, arch, come down. Breathe out, flatten, come forward. Breathe in, arch. Breathe out, flatten. I think we got one more. Breathe in, arch. Now flatten, and let's see if you can hold it here for 5 breaths. Either if you're down or up, keep your knees together, flex your feet, and push your tailbone up as you cinch your waist. One more breath. You guys are great. And come all the way down. Keep your right hand on the back of your head, hold your left knee. And as we inhale, we're gonna arch your back and then flatten, come forward. So your right knee's on your right elbow's on your left knee. Good, inhale, come down and arch. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, arch. Ooh, it's getting hot here. Exhale, forward. Hold it for a breath. Good, switch. Right hand, right knee, left hand behind your head. Breathe in and arch. Out, forward. And arch. Forward. One more time. Come on forward. Hold it for a breath. All right, come all the way down. Widen your, this is not working. Bring your arms out to the side and rock side to side. Look over your opposite shoulder. And then bring your feet out in front of you. Take your right foot on your left thigh. And start to bring your legs up. And you're gonna take I'm getting sand everywhere today. I think it's in my mouth now. All right, you're taking your strap and putting it on the bottom of your left foot. There we go. And then straighten out that leg. Right, so my right ankle's on my thigh and my strap's on my left foot, just below the ball of the foot. And I'm just gonna hang here for 5 breaths. And each breath out, I'm bringing that leg a little closer in toward my head. And if you don't have a strap, you can grab your calf, right, or anywhere you can grab. Take another breath and release your strap. Keep it close by. Bend your knee. You're going to take your left hand and go right just below your knee or on your hamstring and pull that left leg towards you. And take your right forearm or your elbow and push your left thigh away. So you should feel that in your right hip. We're just holding this. I'm breathing. Each exhale, bring that leg, your left knee a little closer into your body so that you feel it in your hip. Good. Take another breath. And come all the way down onto the ground. Both feet as wide as the mat. Arms out to the side. Rock side to side. Look over your opposite shoulder. Bring your left ankle on your right thigh. Bring your legs up and grab that strap. Put it on the bottom of your right foot. And then straighten your leg. Flex your foot back as you start to just, with each exhale, bring that straight leg towards your head. Notice where you feel the sand going into your mouth. Notice where you feel the stretch. So you could also take your left elbow and just push that left calf away. Makes it a little deeper. You decide, but notice where you feel the stretch. Which hip, hamstring, all the way to your lower back. Take another breath here. And release your strap for now. Drop your foot down. Bend your knee. Take your right hand just below your knee or on your hamstring and then pull your knee in as you push your left thigh away. Each exhale, bring that knee a little closer in. You want your head down and your chin tucked. If you can't do that, put a pillow under your head. Good. Take another couple breaths in. Nice. One more breath. All right. Both feet down. Keep both knees bent. And then take your strap and put it on the bottom of both feet. And straighten out your legs. If you can. And just as you tighten up your quads, and as you exhale, keep bringing those legs towards your head with soft arms. A couple more breaths. those hamstrings letting go. All right, bend both knees. Release the strap. These were the wrong shorts to wear today. Okay. Bring both legs up. Take your left leg and just cross it on your right, and then bend both knees. Right, so your left calf is on top of your right thigh. There you go. And your feet are out to the side. And then you're going to hold your ankles and pull your legs towards you. Yeah, you can hold your feet, you can hold your ankles, you can hold your calves. And what you'll feel is a pretty deep stretch in your left hip. So we're taking a few breaths here. And if you want, you can rock a little to your right. Just lean onto your right hip a little bit. If you want a deeper stretch in that left hip. Good, take another breath. Come back up and switch legs. So your right is over your left. Your knee is right on top of your thigh. And grab your ankles or your calves or your feet and pull towards you. So now you feel it in your right hip. Notice what happens if you flex your feet. And what happens if you just lean a tad, just a couple inches over to your left. You'll get a little deeper stretch. Good, take another breath. Come back to center. Hold your hamstrings and straighten out those legs. So without the strap, just reach out, see how far you can grab, and bring your legs towards your head, and then widen them out. Just see how far out you want to go. Gravity sort of does the work for you here. And then bring your feet together into butterfly. Take your elbows, push against your calves, and rock a little side to side. And then keep your arms where they are. Bring your feet so they're up to the ceiling of the sky. Take your elbows on the inside of your calves, and then in your happy baby, rock side to side. Your knees bent. Yeah. And then drop your feet down to the ground. Woo. And rock a little side to side. Look over your opposite shoulder. Bring your knees up in front of you, your feet in front of you with your knees bent. Your feet are hip width apart. And you're just going to scooch your hips over to the right. Just a little bit. Then bring your knees up to your chest. Bring your arms out to the side and drop your knees all the way down to your left so they're on the ground as you look to the right. So we've got some options here. Option one is take your hand and just push your thigh down. Or option one's actually doing nothing, just hanging here. Option two is push your thigh down. Option three, straighten your leg, reach for your big toe. So this is a pretty gentle stretch. This is a pretty active stretch. You decide which works for you. And we've got an option 4 today. So you're going to take that left leg and bring it back behind you with your knee bent and reach for your big toe with your right hand, looking over your right shoulder. That's not relaxing. So you decide what works for you. We're taking 3 more breaths. Nice, 1 more. And then stack your knees if they're not there already. Take a couple more breaths. It's a nice gentle stretch in your lower back, a nice alignment, balance. Bring your feet back on the floor or the ground and scoot your hips over to the left. Bring your knees up to your chest and then drop them all the way over to your right as you look left. Stay here if you want, or push your thigh down with your forearm or your hand. Or straighten out your right leg, reach for your big toe with your right hand, fingers. And option 2, grab your big toe with your left. It's not that easy, so do what works for you to stay in alignment. And long, deep breaths. Stack your knees, stay over to the right, look over to the left, and breathe. Imagine the sun is touching your face the way it's touching mine. Arms out to the side. Bring your feet back on the ground and widen your feet as wide as the mat. Bring your arms out to the side and rock left with both legs as you look right. And keep going, rock and side to side. Check. Now bring your knees up to your chest and do a big circle on your lower back. One way and then the other. And if there's any place in your lower back that feels tight, just lean your body weight into it and take a breath. Or maybe 2 places on that sacrum. And then drop your feet down, bring your arms over your head and lift up into bridge. Clasp your hands underneath you, push your shoulder blades together, and push your hips up to the ceiling or the sky. Let's see. Here we go. Take 2 more breaths. Now stay here. That's option 1. Option 2 is ground your left foot and bring your right knee into your chest. And option 3 is straighten that leg. Keep your hips up. 3 more breaths. Drop your right down, if it's there. Keep in your bridge, otherwise bring your left knee in, push your hips up, and if you want to, you can straighten that leg. 3 more breaths. Come back down into bridge. Lift your hips up, bring your arms behind your head. Lift your toes up, up onto your toes. See how high you can lift those hips. And then as you exhale, start to lower your arms down as you drop 1 vertebra at a time down. And then straighten out your legs and let everything go. While you're lying there, I'm going to sit up. So feel the earth supporting you. I'll send you a little of what we've got here. Really gentle breeze, reminding you to breathe deeply, fully into your chest. How much breath can you take in so you feel your rib cage expanding? And as you exhale, feel the breath going down through your fingertips, down your arms and shoulders, right through your hands. And huge inhale, expanding your chest, expanding your rib cage, feeling the shoulders expanding. And then as you breathe out, feel that breath going down every vertebra of your spine, all the way through the bottom of your feet. Sending you this energy we're feeling from nature, the air and the wind, reminding us to breathe fully, the sun, reminding us of our strength and our warmth and our vitality. and the water, the tide, which always reminds us that with each letting go comes transformation. And the earth beneath us, bringing us the energy of feeling safe, protected, and supported. Just start to wiggle your feet and your ankles and your wrists and your hands. Bring your arms over your head and just stretch out your whole body as if you could get taller. And then bring your knees to your chest and curl up in a little ball. Roll over onto your side, whatever side you want. I mean, you're home. And then work your way up to sitting, where we have not been yet today. And if you're at the beach, move the sand away. Let's take a moment here. Feel your spine coming right from your heart, elongating in both directions. So as if you have a string going up through the top of your head and down through the bottom of your tailbone. Stretching you right from your heart. Tucking your chin. Drop your left hand onto the ground as you just drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Sitting up nice and tall, and bring that left hand back behind you a little bit so you feel that stretch in your neck and shoulder. Nice, and then come the other way. Keep pulling that right shoulder back. Good. Come back to center and just a little twist. Take your left forearm onto your thigh, and then your right hand back onto your spine, right at your sacrum, and just push it down and look over your right shoulder. Just a gentle twist for your lower back. And try the other side. Right forearm, just put your elbow, into your thigh and push into your sacrum. Look over your left shoulder. Sit up nice and tall. All right, come back to center. Open up your arms nice and wide. Push your shoulder blades together. Reach up for the sky. Do a little back bend. And then whatever you feel like you need today, see if you can just bring it between your hands, a feeling, state of consciousness. Bring it back to your heart. Take your thumbs and press into your chest as you lift up, and as you exhale, bowing down to your heart. Feeling your heartbeat and remembering that we are all one heartbeat. And as always, I'm going to leave you with the words to a song I heard this morning. See if I can find it. One of my favorites, actually. Yes. So I've said this before, but if you're watching for the first time, I have this playlist of 6 hours of inspirational music. It's on Spotify. New Year Inspiration, it's called. And this is one of my favorites, Patty Griffin, Heavenly Day. So I'm just going to share the words with you because my singing voice isn't that great. Oh, heavenly day, all the clouds blew away. Got no troubles today with anyone. Tomorrow may rain with sorrow. Here's a little time we can borrow. Forget our troubles, these moments so few. Because right now, the only thing to do is have yourselves a heavenly day. So sending you all a heavenly day. Love and blessings. May you feel safe and protected as we go through this difficult time together. Thanks for joining me this morning. Bye, everybody. Mwah.